Hello everyone, welcome to Grandma's Crochet Corner. I'm here to do a tutorial on Scrubbies. Yay, Scrubbies. I've got a larger one and a smaller one. I just got done making them both. They're real easy to make. I made these with a, I made them with a 5.5 millimeter, an hook, an eye. And I thought that it was kind of tight, but I like my stitches tight when I'm doing scrubbies. I don't want them too big. So these are really tight, and I think they're going to make really great scrubbies. I like them. They are made out of peaches and cream. And of course, this is a 4 medium weight. It's just regular peaches and cream, the original. And it's in white. If I remember right, I think it calls for a, crochet hook, a 5 millimeter. If you mix these two, you really need to go up. I went up to a 5.5 and it still wasn't quite big enough. So I'm going up to a 6. But where I'm doing both of these together, I should go up a little bit higher than usual. This is, of course, Yarn Bee, Scrubology Cotton Area. It's not, I've had other scrubby type yarns, and it was a little prickier or firmer. This one's a little on the softer side, but it feels like it would scrub really well. So I'm not hampered by that at all. I think it's very pretty. It worked out very nice using that white in this. You know, it really worked up nice. So you're going to do 2 strands of yarn together, and that's how we pull off this look. So I really like them about this size. I'm making them this size for the tutorial, but I'll still use these. I have no problem using them this size. It looks like about the size of a sponge maybe, but square. So let's get to it here. I enjoy making these. They last for years. Yeah, I have one that I finally threw out, and that one was about 4 or 5 years old. And they get daily use because I'm always cleaning my kitchen. And once they get really old and start getting a little dingy, I start using them for other things. Let's get to it. Let's get making these. I love crocheting, and I think these are a great idea. I don't really like the sponges too much. We're going to start these. I am just going to make about this size. And this is a chain 11. So we're going to do chain 11. We're going to start with a slip knot. Now I do my slip knot just by hand like this. I don't do that whole thing wrapping around the fingers and then, sticking your needle in it and picking it up. No, I just start right from the get-go. I am a left-handed crocheter, and I probably should post that because it really does matter. When you're making your chains, you really want to make your chains very loose. You don't want them tight at all. You want them fairly on the loose side. I often tell my granddaughter, if you're going to be tight, your tension's tight, you're going to want to make your chain. You're going to want to go up a size. So just make it loose. I don't go up a size. I just make it loose. If you don't make this chain loose, your work is going to curve, and that is not fun at all to see or do. I got to get some yarn out. I have been enjoying making these videos. It gives me something to look forward to. After working for 50 years and then you retire, you need something like this. So I hope you guys like the videos. And with your help making comments, about what I should do different, all that would be welcomed. I would really enjoy that. So sort of like look after me a little bit as I go on with this new journey of mine in life. I know I'm having fun. All right, so we're going to do 11 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Let's do a couple more again. Keep the tension light. Don't, you know, make your stitches very loose. And you want to make sure you count. Because if you lose a stitch along the way, it's going to be all messed up. So that's my slip knot right there. Then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. And the reason why we're having an odd number is because when I start doing my single crochets, I am going to skip that space right there, that one chain, like it wasn't even there. And I'm going to go into the second, and I'm going to make a single. Pick that up. Make sure you got both of them on the hook. Go in, pull up both. There's 2 on the, 2 came through, and now 2 came through. It's very easy with this yarn because it's very stiff to drop one. So we don't want to drop stitches. Whoops. Gotta make sure we wrap it. Now usually I can crochet a mile a minute, but with this yarn, and I'm showing you how to do it, I'm going very slow and making sure my yarn doesn't tangle up. That would be helpful. Again, you're going to go through one loop, go through the next. I hope you can see me doing it. And we're going to go into the next one, wrap, pick up those 2 strands, wrap it, and go through 2 of those loops. We're going to go into the next one, pick up the 2, pull it up, wrap the 2 strings around that hook, and pull through a loop. There you go. So far we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to keep track as I go along, make sure I have the right stitch count. When I made this big one, I dropped a stitch in the middle and I did not keep track. I was just crocheting along, and then I looked down at it and I'm like, whoops. I was like, that doesn't look right. And sure enough, I only had 9 in my row instead of 10. Go through this. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go through. Let's get some more yarn out. And continue on. I do not crochet right-handed at all. I've never been able to. Excuse me. So, but I've always enjoyed it. And there's not too many left-handed crocheters out there. The only one that I've seen so far that actually has a channel is Juan the Yarn Addict. He's a left-handed crocheter. So I am a member to his. I think it's because of the left hand. He's a great guy. I like watching him. And we're going to chain 1 and turn our work and continue on. It's real simple. That's all it is. Now you don't have to do, I'm doing a simple single crochet. You can do these with half, doubles, double crochet. You can make designs, you know, do the moss stitch. I mean, you can do anything you want. If you want to just play around and make up your own stitches as you go for it. Because you know what? A scrubby is a scrubby. Some people like to make circles. I when I first started doing scrubbies, I made them in circles. But I found that it's just as easy just to make a square, and I think I don't know, I just like them better. And I like making them about this size if I make them, because once you wash them, because it's cotton, sometimes they shrink. So oftentimes I don't put them in the dryer, I'll just wash them and lay them on top of my dryer to dry, or on my rack. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. Count every row, make sure you have the right stitches, and then your sides will be even. I think that's how I knew I made a mistake. My sides weren't even. We gotta have even sides. Well, it doesn't really matter on a scrubby, but as far as looking nice and knowing you did it right, yeah, let's keep the sides straight. Baby, I did one run making one of these. I made the small one and I recorded it and did the tutorial, but Baby was she just was demanding being held. She was tired. So I let her lay in my lap for a little while and watch TV, and she fell asleep. So she's got a bed on my desk, like about 5 steps from here. So she's in there sleeping. Otherwise, she would be here wanting me to hold her. She keeps looking at me. Oh, there she goes again. She's sleeping again. I thought she was going to make her way over here. Now, where she's at on my desk, you can leave her. She's got like one of those little tent-shaped beds, like a little house. And she can actually just walk across my desk and come over here. I have 2 desks here side by side, but she's content where she's at, so. We'll let her be. I am so blessed to have that little rascal. Whoops. I've been making something that's double crochet, so I still want to make double crochets. I'm on automatic mode. So what are you guys all working on? I'm curious. Are you doing anything like, anything special? I got a couple of Afghans going, a blanket. I'm working on Christmas presents. But these are real easy. You just got to keep it going. It will want to fight with you and struggle, where you got those 2 different size yarns together. Don't let it defeat you. I hope I'm crocheting in the right place. I have been crocheting since, I think I was like, before I was 11 years old, and I am 65. So I've been at it for 50 plus years. I've made many a blankets. Everyone I know has gotten a gift of a blanket, or of dishcloths, or of something. I also make amigurumis too. I love those things. I'll probably be doing some tutorials of that too. But I was in need of some of these, so I've been crocheting these for 2 days. Well, not the scrubbies, but the dishcloths. I like trying to have like 10 in my stash. So when I dig into my stash to pull a few more out, I'll make some more. And they're also good, you know, to wash your car with, believe it or not. Get all that bird yuck, bird poo-poo off your car. So I have a few of these made up. And now I do a lot of things color-coded. You know, I'll make some stuff that's just for the kitchen, and I'll have colors. Usually it's the brighter colors. I'll have I'll have like pastel for my bathroom, because I don't want to wash my face with something that I, you know, washed dishes in, and then I have some out in the garage for that area. Do all the dirty. Usually the ones for the garage, though, for the cars or whatever, those are the real old ones that are really needs to be replaced. So why go buy some when you can just have a time of just making them and enjoy your crocheting? I don't crochet just to crochet, even though I do. But there's got to be a purpose. Like my granddaughter, she said that her favorite color is blue. I made her a blue Afghan. My grandson said his favorite color was orange. Guess what he got? An orange one. Those are good purposes. So I always have something on the hook. And this year is going to be my first year that I'm going to be doing some Boggy Creek blankets. I don't know if you've been in the crochet community here in YouTube, I'm sure you would know about the Boggy Creek blankets. If you're new, then do a search in YouTube. It's for kids that go to camp. There's a camp in Florida called Boggy Creek, and kids there have medical issues where they need, you know, special care. So they go to this one camp that's just for kids with special care, and on their beds they get a crocheted blanket. And there's a large group of people that are crocheting, and then they turn them in once they say, all right, bring in your blankets. Oh, I dropped a stitch. Take it out. So I'll probably do that this year. And that's another purpose why to crochet. Give me another reason. I'm retired. I'm looking for things to do. You know, and I'm a little disabled. I'm a big girl. So it's hard sometimes to get around. It's not impossible, but I get around. Oh. So we're just going to keep going. Make sure, you know, your edges are fairly straight. You will have to, you know, play with it. Yeah, I definitely like it better with the 6 instead of the 5.5. I don't want too much space because, you know, when you're using these to scrub, you don't want, you know, space in this. I want it to be a real firm scrubby. And this feels firm. I keep feeling like I'm getting away from the camera. Oh. I better count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for all you right-handed people out there, does it look like I'm crocheting backwards? Being a lefty, though, it has his moments where Things are difficult. For a long time, it was hard finding a pair of scissors that you can cut with, because most scissors are for a right-handed person. They're for right-handed people. But that's gotten easier. Now, I know I don't crochet like most left-handed people do, or right-handed people. I am self-taught, so I've corrected some mistakes along the way, you know, from learning. Like, oh, I didn't know that's how you were supposed to do that stitch. I always did it this way. So even at 65, I'm still learning. Still learning. Let's count that stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10. We can chain 1 and turn and continue on. I have found that I really, really like the crochet community on YouTube. I found it a few months ago and found a couple of channels that I really enjoy. And it's great. It's really great. I love it. People are very nice. And, you know, one of the things I'm really happy about is that there are some really, really exceptional male crocheters. It just amazes me, some of the work that I'm seeing. I am not a perfect crocheter. I am not. I can make things that I'm happy with. You know, last summer I sold a few things. In the past, I have made blankets for people that wanted them. I made a football blanket once for someone's bed. But I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I don't know all the stitches. I'm still learning. I don't go out and buy the books and learn the 100 or 1,000 stitches that there's out there, but when I like a pattern and I'm going by a pattern, I usually can figure it out. I'm a firm believer that if you know your basics, your slip stitch, your slip knots, your single crochets, doubles, half doubles, your trebles, you probably can make just about anything. And that goes for if you're making a scrubby, to making a doily, a blanket, a sweater. I'm making my third sweater right now. I had, about 2 months ago, I found and loved making a couple of different sweaters, a couple of different styles. The granny blanket sweater. I just got done making 2 of them. I'm on my third one. It's not coming out so bad. It's probably about the same size as this one. Yeah. So you continue on until you got yourself a square. If you want it bigger, make it bigger. I like them this size. Now I have 2 of these here, but still, it's still nice to grab, you know, and use it. You know, what the heck. Now, I go ahead, make my end this way. Some people make it a little different. I do make it so that when you cut this off, you can weave in some. I always make it so short that my needle can't pull through. And then I tug on each one of these differently. You know, give it a good tug, push down. And then you just weave in your ends. And voila, you'll have yourself one of these. A nice scrubby to do with what you want to do with. And these will work nicely. And they're so pretty. Look at the colors. I love this pink and this purple. I love all these colors. What am I saying? But yeah, I'm going to weave in my ends and then call this one good. This one's mostly red. I like that. Yeah, make sure everything's tight. And then weave in your ends. And I have a needle here somewhere. There it is. Well, guys, I'm going to cut this short. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that I made it easy enough or explained it enough. A scrubby's a scrubby. I don't think you can really go wrong with these. Just get your scrubbies and a piece of peaches and cream. You just got to make sure they're 100% cotton so it can absorb water. And both of these are. Yeah, go at it. Make some. Beautify your kitchen some. Look at that. I'll have 3 of them. Beautiful, beautiful. I can make more because I got more. But yeah, a lot of people are going to get scrubbies for Christmas. And dishcloths this year. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And enjoy the rest of your day. Be kind to one another. And love on your pet. I got to go and love on my pet. Goodbye.